All right, ladies and gentlemen, hi and welcome to another installment of Math Basics with Mr. Besh. Today we are talking geometry, but more specific, using our prior knowledge of algebra to solve for something missing, right? So we've already discussed the shapes, we've already discussed perimeter and area. Now what ends up happening is the question is being posed to us. Well, what's the perimeter? We got this perimeter of the shapes, 34 units, and they give us the dimensions, but they don't give us numbers. They give us algebra. And then they're telling us to solve for x. What we need to do in a problem like this is we need to simply build an equation. And then once we have that equation built, we need to solve the equation. So let's get at it right away. Step number one, it's your rectangle. So you know if the left side's 2x, then the right side's 2x. And then also if the bottom of the shape's 3x plus 2, then that means the top is also going to be 3x plus 2 when we're all said and done. Now, we have all of our values, okay, for each of the sides. So then when you find the perimeter of a shape, you add up the sides. So when you add up the sides here, the first thing you do is take all your terms that are with x, all your x terms. Take the number in front, which are called coefficients, and add them all together. So 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 add up to make 10 x's in total. Then go around here and add up all your values from your sides that don't have x. Well, there are none over here and there are none over here, but I got a plus 2 here and a plus 2 here. And a plus 2 and a plus 2 make a plus 4. Now, this is the perimeter of my rectangle. It also says in the math problem, the perimeter has a value of 34 units. So this is what my equation is equal to. Now, once I have my equation, and this is what we refer to as a two-step equation, all I have to do is solve for x. And to do this, remember, this is so basic. When you're solving an equation, all you do is the opposite of what you see. And you approach it like this. You start on this side over here on the right. And what you do is you go from right to left, and one step at a time, do the opposite of what you see. So if we're starting with 34, we pop it in our calculator. The opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. And 34 minus 4 is 30. Step number one. Step number two, the opposite of this, right now that 10 in front of the x means multiply by 10. So the opposite of multiplying by 10 is dividing by 10. And 30 divided by 10 gives us an x value, which is just plain old 3. And that is that. That's what we have to do here. And this is how you solve for x in these geometry problems that require us to use a little bit of our algebra. I hope you found this both helpful and informative.